What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another Beta Memoirs. And today was quite expected. We came out oversold and went flat overnight, and we popped this morning. Uh, there's a lot of news that came out around midday. Biden came on and started talking about essentially how everything will be. Well, the White House press secretary came out and started talking about, firstly, that everything is essentially being taken care of, that this new variant is just being essentially fear mongering, is what's going on, that it's not that big of a deal. Biden, again, talked about the lockdowns are not out of the question, but he'll do whatever it takes. Fauci's even come on. A lot of them come on talking about how it's not that big of a deal, although they had another case today. They also had someone on being interviewed that had it and is fully recovered from it. So there's just a lot going on that I think the market's just fearful. But then you have stuff like oil. NVIDIA also is getting, I think their merger with ARM. The U.S. is suing over that. The FCC is suing over that. There's a lot of like random news today. The Omicron stuff I think is very up in the air because it is new. There's still a lot of tests being done, and again, we don't really know anything for 2 weeks. Being said, it's more contagious from what I've heard, but is that going to stop us? Is that going to really stop us from locking down? This may just be a reason to sell. Like I said, we really needed a reason to sell. This was mass panic. These major candles, this is the last really quick candle. But right now, technical wise, we've seen this before, right? We saw this trying to go over the 20 just the other day. I said we need to get over the 20 and hold, and then it dipped down, doing the same thing again. But now we got the 50. Are we going to break below this? If we do break below this, I could see us. The market looks like it wants to come down one more leg. And even if we came down one more leg, as long as we hit that 44.52 mark, we hold there, I think we're good. We start getting down to this around that 200. I think we're still solid. I don't think we have anything, any news catalyst that's going to send us past this and crash. There's something else going on though in the markets. Yes, the fear I think has a lot of people pulling out, so we're getting these crazy dips. But the rally was strong, but then again, it hit support and pushed back just like I thought it would this morning. But then we tried to melt up, but it was just dead flat all day. Nothing like moved the rest of the day. So we really have to see. Apple had a lot of bad news this morning. They lost I guess one of their lead techs for the auto build out, the new Apple car. So I think and supply chain issues was another thing that's been brought up. Tesla, it's just been rattling back and forth all day. I mean, you can go through all the charts and it's all going to pretty much be the same. Even your Amazon, your shop, nothing has moved. So something is definitely waiting where we go from here. But we did get a lot of news, a lot of promising news. I think people needed to hear the news from Biden that it doesn't seem, this new variant doesn't seem to be that big of a deal. Something we've heard for over a week, but this still doesn't stop panic when people realize that it's spreading fast, the fear of the spread and uncertainty, and then you got again cases in the U.S. So it kind of stirred people the wrong way a little bit, understandably. Massive spread and making sure it's not deadly. Not everybody watches the news, so it still causes mass panic. But being said, we have to see. Right now, it's hard to tell. We're at a point where we can continue to sell. Technical wise, I think we can still get that another leg down. I think that would set us correctly. We still have the debt ceiling stuff that's going on. So that is concerning. You still got all the oil, tapping oil reserves. You still got that whole fiasco with oil. So there's still some things that are floating around. that we definitely have to see what's going to happen. And then rates. I know the Fed was talking about rate raises getting pushed up again today, so none of that helped. So you do have the positive side that the variant isn't that bad. You also have the rate raises. Okay, well, if the variant's that bad, then we should probably start pushing up rates. And so you got a lot of back and forth. There's a lot of really good, a lot of really bad stuff coming out. So you're going to get this rattle. The market doesn't know what to do. Overnight digestion will tell you what's going to happen. Again, if we open up down, I'm looking for calls to go up. If we open up, looking for the dip buy for continuation. So ultimately, and it is Friday, it's take profits. So you have to remember that too. But we definitely need to see where we go from this point. Still early on in the month. The Christmas rally will take some time, so just be mindful of that. But yeah, so going into Friday, we'll have to see. Again, I don't like giving whitelists because we don't really know what's going to happen. Apple took a beating. Google taking a beating. Even after hours, it looks like it wants to sell. A lot of these things were pushing at one point, looked like we were getting ready to turn, but now it looks like we're going to dive. So you don't know at this point. There's too much. There's some positive, and there's some negative. And then you get the FOMO buying, trying to get to all-time highs again. So we just have to be mindful and just kind of react into what's going on. Again, a lot of wicks. If you're in this in options, it's about midday today. I just stopped trading because there was just too many wicks. And if you're in options, it's going to destroy options. I actually quit trading options really early this morning. And then was just purely shares today. And even then the shares are such whiplash. I got to a point where I had some profit, and I just took it and then walked away. So at one point today, I just ended up taking profit. I traded ASML, was a big one I was trading in and out of today, just because it would look like it wanted to go, and then it kept getting rejected just like everything else. And so I just took whatever little profit I could get, and then I was out today. Just mainly watched for the most part, just kind of let it be. Days like this, it's hard because there's no true catalyst. So you got to, when it gets tight like this, you really just got to let it go and then wait for it to make a move out of the tight range, and then from that point you can start determining which direction we're going. So that's essentially what I got for you guys. I know it's a short video. It is Friday. We have to see. Again, I don't have a watch list. We have to see. Stay with your Teslas and Amazon and Shop. I think are going to be some big ones in the turnaround. Google, but you have to wait and see what happens with the digestion here overnight. I want to see if chips are still strong tomorrow. I think chips have been wanting to go. I think for the next earnings, they're going to definitely destroy earnings. I think that's why chips have been so strong. But we have to see. So until next time, guys, I'll see you later.